Perfect. So our main focus this evening is going to try to be as restful. Allow yourself to relax as much as possible. So yin and unwind, it's always about relaxing and resting, but we're going to take that even more so this evening. So once again, still have several people coming in. Grab some pillows, grab a blanket. I have a yoga bolster. I have some yoga blocks. Just anything that may be able to support you as we come into some various poses here in just a moment. And once again, welcome everyone. Take a minute, begin to settle in. Remember, you can always start right here by sitting on a blanket or a pillow. Take a couple of inhales through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And slowly let yourself find a bit of stillness in the physical body. Remember, we're not necessarily trying to be statues, but we're slowing down the physical movement, closing our eyes if we feel comfortable doing so. And taking a minute or two or three to just breathe. Let yourself be right here in this time and this space, and just breathe. Feel the physical movement that the breath causes. Maybe hear the breath as you inhale and exhale. Try to allow your mind to just stay focused on the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. If your mind wanders away, just simply bring it back to the breath. Notice your physical body reacting to this time of stillness. Allow the eyes to soften, the jaw to relax. And take a few more breaths here. Bring your awareness into the palms of your hands. When you're ready, gently and softly bring the palms of the hands together. Notice the feel as the palms connect. Lifting the thumbs to your heart. Lightly feel the thumbs rest right about where your heart would be. And take a moment here and appreciate yourself We are all divine beings in this human experience. My yoga teacher uses that term, and it really resonates with me. It makes me realize that we're really all the same. We're all trying our best, right? But we are human. So it's okay to make mistakes and forgive yourself. And then continue to love yourself just as you are. When you're ready, allow your chin to bow. Your eyes can flutter open while the gaze is down. And gently release the hands. Welcome, everyone. So if you missed the announcement at the very beginning, our entire focus this evening is on rest. I want to make these poses be very supported, very restful, very restorative. So grab some pillows. Of course, it is completely optional, but the pillows can really assist in making the poses feel more supportive, feel more restorative. So if you'd like to grab some pillows at this point before we get into any of those poses, please feel free to do so. And then when you are ready and come back into the seated position, we're just going to take a moment in the seated position a little bit longer, switching your legs out. So bring that opposite leg in front. And as you inhale, we're going to take some seated cat-cow. So we're going to open the chest. And on our exhale, we're going to round the chest. And inhale, open. And exhale, round. And just continue to go there. I'm just going to check in with my messages to make sure everyone is doing okay. Yeah, perfect. All right. Nice. And just allow yourself to move, as big or as little as you like. So we're just starting with a little bit of movement, just to kind of open and round the spine. Right? Feels good. One more time. And then we'll just let our hands rest down onto our knees and just lightly twist through the spine. So think about moving from the belly. Nice and easy. Just warming up the spine in all directions, flexing and extending, twisting both ways. And then finally, a little bit of lateral movement. So we're going to bend to one side and bend to the other. Right? And you can just kind of put your hands wherever. They could come up. They could be on your knees. Just take this little lateral movement through the spine. Nice. Ah. And then pause. Shrug your shoulders. Give your head a couple of rolls side to side. Using this nice, light, easy movement to release any tension that maybe was sticking around. One more time through that neck. We're going to come into a child's pose. And so coming on over, it's a great place to grab your stack of pillows and take our knees apart, bring our big toes together, and allow the pillows to help support that torso. And then just lay yourself out over the pillows. Now, the pillows are always optional, right? Completely up to you. But it just takes these already restful positions and makes them even more supported, even more restorative. And then just allow yourself to maybe tuck your hands under, maybe reach your arms out long. and find some time here in child's pose. Breathing. Maybe you feel a little stretching through your inner thighs. If your arms are reached long, a little stretching through your shoulders. But I invite you to find that place. It just feels good. Feels restful. Giving yourself permission to enjoy it. It doesn't have to hurt to be good for us. Right? It's so easy for us to get into that mindset. No pain, no gain. It doesn't have to hurt to be good. Try to let go of any tension that you're holding through your neck, through your shoulders. Maybe giving yourself the mantra rest. And ever so often, just whisper to yourself, rest. Rest. And then let your body begin to move gently, just a little bit, right? Maybe swaying side to side, slowly working those hands back towards your shoulders, lifting up, pull your knees in. You can slide the pillows out of the way. And we'll take our left arm and gently thread it underneath the right, coming down onto the left shoulder. Maybe you want to reach your right arm to the sky. Maybe you want to let it fall and tuck behind you. A gentle spinal twist. Now I like to sometimes in this position take my right leg and slide it out long, resting on my toes. I find that a little bit more supportive, but only if that feels good to you. You can keep that knee down if you like. If that leg is extended out long, you can play with opening your chest a little more. Maybe reaching that right arm out behind you in a T position. Allowing your gaze to even come towards the ceiling, but let your body soften in the position. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to stay here. Hang out there just a bit longer. I just want to check on everybody. And then to come out of the position, that arm, that right arm that's reached behind you or up to the air, softly let that come down to the floor. Use that right hand for support. If that right leg is long, let it come in and press up through the right hand. Come on up to all fours. Maybe take a couple of just kind of light cat-cows here. Just rebalancing the spine after the twistiness. Letting yourself move in any way that feels good. It can feel nice to rock your hips side to side. When you're ready, we'll take the right arm, threading it underneath, lay down onto the right shoulder. I can stay right here even. I can reach my left arm long, or I can reach it up. Maybe let it fall behind me. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to play with taking that left leg long, kind of out at an angle. It just anchors you down, gives you some space to twist. Reach that left arm back behind you if you like. Again, only coming to where things feel good to you. Just breathing. Notice your breath in this position. Our lungs are, in a slightly massaged position, right? So you might notice that in your breathing. Try to keep it steady and even. And then to come out, we'll bring the left arm down first. And bring that left knee down if it was extended. Slowly coming up. Once again, just taking a couple of easy cat-cows here. Just rebalancing the body. Just enjoying the breath. From here, we'll begin to make our way down onto our back. So maybe set your pillows in a place that they're easy to grab from your back so you don't have to come up and change position later. And then allow yourself to roll down. And we'll start with just a nice little knee hug here. Now, if lying on your back doesn't feel good to you, you could take a child's pose. You could come into a forward fold, a seated forward fold. Or any other pose that sounds good to you, any other position that you would like. And we're going to make our way into reclining shoelace. So this can be done in a seated position, and I will show you that in just a moment. But first, showing you on the floor, take your right knee, cross it over your left, like you're crossing your legs. Right hand will hold the left shin, left hand holds the right shin, and we gently pull the knees into our chest. You're going to begin to feel more action into the right leg than the left in this position. If you would like a little deeper stretch, just gently pull the right ankle towards your left armpit. If you are seated, we'll work that right knee over that left knee in the seated position. and you could fold forward. So any issues with being on your back, give that a try in a seated position. Or simply continue to hug your knees in. And another great alternative to this stretch is that 4 stretch, where the ankle's on the quad and we pull in on the hamstring while we push away on the inner thigh. Breathe. Remember, we're not trying to take this pose, to any type of max position. We're just coming to some light sensation. Working to relax our glutes. Relax the pelvic floor muscles. Softening the face. It may feel nice to rock your head side to side. Getting a little massage through the back of the scalp. And we'll slowly start to release the legs. Reaching up to the bottoms of the feet. We'll get the opposite position in a minute. We're coming into a happy baby. Now, if happy baby is more intense than you wish, right? You could hold your arms behind your knees, allowing the lower part of your leg to just relax. Right? You're still getting that hip opener in a more relaxed position. And of course, you can simply hug your knees into your chest as well. Or take happy baby. You might find that your body wants to rock. If anybody did stay in that seated position, a butterfly pose will also stretch into that inner thigh, and you could take that instead of being on your back. It may feel nice here to bend and straighten your legs a little. Maybe one at a time, maybe both at the same time. Kind of experimenting with the movement through the hips, through the legs. Soft, easy movement. And then bringing the legs in, releasing the feet, crossing the left knee over the right, reaching for those shins and gently hugging the knees into the chest. This time, maybe giving a little extra pull on that left shin with the right hand. You can go back to rocking your head side to side if it feels good. Relax through the belly, soften the glutes, pelvic floor muscles. If you feel yourself tensing, just let go of the stretch a little bit, back off of it. We'll gently release. Taking just a moment to let your body move any way it wants. So maybe it wants you to hug your knees and rock side to side more. Maybe it wants you to stretch out long. Maybe it wants you to reach your feet towards the ceiling. Or take a nice easy spinal twist side to side. Just let your body decide what it wants here for a minute. We're going to come into a little extra time together in our Shavasana for a little guided meditation. So you may want to place a pillow behind your head. Sometimes it can be nice to bring a pillow underneath your knees or underneath your low back. It may feel nice for you to place your feet on the floor and let your knees be in the ceiling, or come to a wall or a chair or a couch and be able to place your legs up the wall. And find that restful place. I invite you to take a moment here and just notice your breath. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. As I lead you through a short guided meditation, just try to keep that vague awareness of the inhale and the exhale. I invite you to imagine a river, always flowing. Your river may have a very soft, gentle flow. It may be more rapid, light. Just imagine that river moving, flowing. And if you were to place something that floats in that river, be it a leaf, a twig, a toy boat, we just keep moving. Now, as you lie here and think about your breath and think about that moving river, inevitably some thoughts will come to mind. But I invite you to let those thoughts float in that river, just like that toy boat or that twig or that leaf. Just floating through and on downstream. As you just continue to observe the magnificence of nature in this river. Letting any thoughts just float on by. And think about your life in general being like this river, right? It just keeps going forward. We don't have to fight it. We don't have to resist it. We can just float with it. I invite you to stay here as long as you would like. When you are ready to move, take a little time. Maybe start with moving your fingers, your toes, and eventually, slowly, when you're ready, you'll make your way up into a seated position. I will end the meeting here, so there is no reason for you to hurry, to log off. The love and light in me honors the love and light in each of you. Namaste.